Hello fellow adventurers, Ryan here from D&D Awakening. Join us on our travels today with a new D&D story. But before we begin, why not subscribe for daily D&D content? And please feel free to show the channel some additional support if you find yourself liking the video by hitting that like button and maybe leaving a comment below. The engagement really helps us to reach more people and grow our community. Thank you for your support, and on to the story. All Goofs and Goblins, until it's not. So, I play in a pretty goofy campaign and I guess I'm just looking to vent, but listen to this shit. I'm in a party of 4, just starting out. I used to DM a game for all these people before the pandemic, so I'm used to being the one running a pretty standard game. Our game was that great combo of a homebrew world where my party did a lot of jokes, but also kept to the story, and we all played well together. One of my players wanted to DM a one-off campaign that's for laughs. Obviously, as a DM, I'm eager to play whenever I can, so join the game. We're all goblins, all riding skateboards, looking for our adoptive father's murderer. It's been mostly goofs, skateboards, tricks, etc. All fun, right? Well, not till last night. I play the youngest sibling of the goblins, and apparently one of my group members thinks that means they can treat me like absolute shit. We were in a shop stocking up on weapons and supplies. One of our party members, a barbarian, spent a good amount of time talking about attuning their skateboard to be their martial weapon, and our DM let it fly, took time to describe it, etc. We got to my turn, and I'm playing a sorcerer. Our DM mentions a bucket of bargain magic scrolls, one of which summons a giant crab. He tells me this is the DM, not the shopkeeper. I say that I'm leaning towards the giant crab scroll, but I'd like to check out the other scrolls before I make my purchase. The DM makes me make an arcana check on the scrolls. I learn what they are, and before I can make my purchase, the barbarian, I heard giant crab, and I go and I take the scroll from the little brother goblin. Says they pay for it and pocket it, so I cannot find it. Now, I'm floored they did this, and I start to say, wait! Did the shopkeeper even say anything about the scrolls? I just thought I was looking at them. The DM? Yeah, I think the little guy was just looking. The barbarian? Well, I was just walking by and take it. Me and another player? Wait, aren't we the only characters that know how to read? The DM? That is true. I'll say the scroll had an image of a giant crab on it. Me? Okay, but... The barbarian? Great! I see the crab and I take it before anyone can do anything. Now at this point, I'm really annoyed, but I think, well, okay. This is a goof campaign and maybe it was just some kind of misunderstanding. But then we hit combat later in the game. We're all fighting a lich, big bad, and our rogue shoots him with an arrow. 16 hits, he does massive damage. My turn, I use a sorcery point to cast my spell with a farther distance and I cast Firebolt. 16 to hit. The DM. Actually, yours doesn't hit. The rogue. But my 16 hit earlier, and the druid. And my 15 spell hit too. The DM. Well, this one doesn't. Sorry, little guy. I wait a whole round of combat again till it's my turn. Everyone continues to wail on the big bad evil guy. And every time it's the big bad's turn, or his second turn, he spent it attacking me, way outside of combat and who has dealt no damage at this point. My turn again. I have 2 hit points, but I finally catch up to my party. I spend the last of my sorcery points to cast Jump as a bonus action on my party member and enlarge while they are in the shape of a spider. The table's feeling it. It was cool. And then my DM chimes in. The DM. Well, you have to roll for wild magic. Me? Okay, I'm new to playing sorcerer. Sorry, forgot. I roll a 2. Safe from the wild magic table. I ask though, so I'm not sure how this works. Is it 1 roll per turn or per spell? I'll roll both, but I'm going to check to be safe. Second roll is a 1. Fuck me. But I'm literally looking at the player handbook now. Me. Oh, it says only once per turn. The DM. Yeah, well, I kind of like the chaos for your character, so it's going to be every spell. So, not only does your enlarge not work, but you just start shooting grease everywhere. Your spider friend can get out of it, but you're stuck. That is your turn. Eventually, because of more wild magic hijinks not cast from me, but from a magic bean, my character gets knocked unconscious. This is the second time that my character has almost died out of combat for reasons completely out of my control. The previous time, my DM forced me to roll on the magic table almost 100 times until I rolled a 1. Then, they hit me with a fireball as a level 1 character. I got brought back, but I had literally no choice in the matter about rolling all these magic checks. Again, a goofy joke of a campaign, but it still felt a little off to me. The party goes on to slay the Lich, and we learn it was all a test from our former caretaker and that him and the Lich were friends. And he asked the Lich to toughen us up, and to make sure that the little goblin was really toughened up. Okay, fine, you were testing us, but I'm a level 4 sorcerer and everyone else is level 4. I'm not any weaker than the rest of the party, and focusing on me during combat isn't going to toughen me up in any way. It's just going to make me not want to play. I chose to roleplay the younger goblin sibling, but I never thought it would make its way into all aspects of the game, including how I'm allowed to buy gear, cast spells, etc. So at this point I've pretty much committed to quitting this game. I wasn't looking for advice. I'm not going to abandon these people as friends. I'm mature enough to know when to step away from a game that just isn't a fit for me, etc. Heck, I'd even DM for all these folks in a heartbeat because I know how they like to play and how I can shape that world, but this was a horror story. I've never experienced one. So my fellow adventurers, what do you think of this tale? Do you think the wee goblin himself was in the wrong, or do you think the DM was punishing the player, making it hard for them to enjoy? Why don't you comment below and let me know? Don't forget, all the interaction really helps us small channels to continue to grow and develop our community. So fellow adventurers, take care, and I'll see you all in our next adventure.